Hi guys, so in my last video I told you my top 10 money mistakes. I decided to tell you my top 10 money habits that have made me a lot more successful and better with my money. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so let's start off this list because this list has saved my life. So the first one is having goals and revisiting them. So whether you want to buy a car or maybe you want to save some money, like I want to save $20,000 by the time I turn 21. And I am 17, but I'm going to be 18 in about 2 months or so. And I would love to have that much amount of money. So I have this plan and I'm going to try to make about a certain amount of money and put that money aside each month to get to my goal. And honestly, I like to revisit them about the end of the week or 2 times. I'm also trying to pay off a certain amount of things. So I'm trying to pay off like $3,000 for my cheer bell. And by doing so, it honestly encourages me and motivates me to keep on trying. And I feel better when I see how much progress I made from the beginning, or, like how closer I am to getting that. My second is to budget. The moment that I started budgeting, I really felt good about where my money was going. And I knew exactly where my money was going. I didn't feel guilty at all when spending. As you guys see here, I have this envelope and it's labeled gas. You can't see, but it's labeled gas. And I keep it in my car. And how much money in here I expect to spend on gas. And if I don't spend that money on gas, then it's fine. Like, I'll still have some for maybe fall or winter. And I know at the end of the day, I'm going to use it for gas. So make sure to budget, and honestly budget every single paycheck. I have paychecks that range from $1,000 to all the way to $100. I get plenty of small checks and plenty of big checks, and no matter how big or small it is, I'm gonna budget. An example is that I got a $1,000 check this week, but I also got a $60 check this week, and both of them were budgeted because it's better to have a plan than not have a plan. My third one is to use a list. I actually went shopping yesterday and I went to the mall. Well, I went to 2 malls because I was in search of this one item. And by having a list, I was able to not get distracted by all the things that were in the store or maybe new items that they brought in. And I would, instead of looking around, I did look around for maybe a minute or so, but then I would go up to the person at the store and be like, hey, do you have this shirt? So I was looking for an Align tank. So I was like, do you guys have the Align tank in size 6? If not, can you please tell me? And by having a list, I honestly did not buy anything I didn't need. I bought 3 items, which were 2 shirts that I really wanted and that I needed because I wanted color in my shirts. And then I also bought some mascara that I was in need of. So my first one was learn how to say no. So I was obviously at the mall and, you get paid based off how many sales you make. So there was constantly this pressure to buy items, and these women would come at me and be like, oh, do you want to buy this? This is very similar. You're going to love this item. This item looks great on you. Especially at Sephora, I realized that they're trying to sell you anything. I went to the perfume area and I was looking for this one perfume and they didn't have the scent. So I was like, okay, whatever. So then I walked over to the mascara because I was trying to find this one mascara that I love. And at the same time, the lady was trying to sell me the foundation and then the eyebrow thing. And I was like, I'm in search of this mascara. It's exactly where I'm going. And I was out. So yeah, just learn how to say no, because the moment that you say no and you tell them that you're still going to buy because you don't want to waste their time, you're going to be like, I'm going to say no to that item, but I am in search of this item. It's going to make it a lot more easier for you not to spend money. My 5th one was to use coupons / download apps. So I actually use a lot of Walgreens, Walmart, manufactured coupons for my house goods, as I've said in my last video. But I also download apps for Starbucks. I have the Starbucks app. I have the Burger King app. And I really wanted to download Taco Bell app, but I don't have the update on my phone to download it, so that did not happen. Honestly, by having that, I say that I saved a lot of money. And with Starbucks rewards, you kind of once you reach a certain amount of stars or stuff like that, then you either get a free item or you get a free refill. You get some money, some cents off if you add soy milk and stuff like that. I've gotten a lot of free drinks. I also use stamp cards for coffees and stores that I constantly go to. There's stuff like Sephora rewards, there's Ulta rewards, Honestly, sign up for as many rewards as you can and use the same email and password for all of them because it's going to make it a lot easier to remember everything. Especially at places that you shop a lot or for items you shop a lot for. You could also search up, if you go online, search up like Colgate toothpaste or whatever. It's going to come up with coupons, and honestly, use those coupons because toothpaste is everyone uses and there's coupons for them all the time. My sixth one was don't buy items to impress others. So I used to buy items just to impress others. And what I mean by that is that my first thought when I was buying this item was like, I can't wait to wear this to school. I can't wait to show my friends. I can't wait this and this and that. Like, if you can't wait to show off something, you probably wouldn't buy the item if you live like in a desert by yourself. You want to buy items that are going to make you happy and that you know you would buy even if you weren't going to impress someone. And that's honestly like so relieving to you because you're going to stop buying so many items that you would have bought a long time ago just to impress others. And honestly, it's very relieving and like not stressful when you no longer just crave someone else's attention. And it's going to stop you from a lot of purchases. Like, I was going to buy a BMW and I have a Honda Accord. I was going to buy a BMW just to impress others, just because my ex was like, you need to buy this item, like, you need to buy this car. Everyone's going to think, like, you're rich and this and that. And, you know, there's this famous quote, and it goes something like, you buy items to impress people you don't like and you don't know. And I strongly believe that's true in America. I feel like bigger is better, and it's like you don't really need that bigger thing. You don't really want that bigger thing, but you know it's going to impress people at your job. You know it's going to impress people at your school or whatever. So you end up buying it, and it's just like a complete waste of money. And then you end up miserable because you're no longer happy that you have that item. Do you know what I mean? My seventh one was not using social media. So I actually, when I was doing like this whole regenerating like my money situation, I got off social media. Like, I was off Instagram for about a month, and during that month I realized that I wasn't going out as much, and it was because ads and everything that you search up go on your social media, and if you see someone famous who you really like and you're like, oh my god, that's such a cute shirt, and then they have like a coupon code, it's like 15% off or whatever, and then you end up buying that item just because they had it. It's like you weren't in need of a shirt, but because they had it, you bought it. Also, for me personally, Starbucks always like uploads their new drink of the day or of the month or of the season or whatever, and Starbucks has seasonal drinks too. And whenever they would post those things, I'd be like, I need to go to Starbucks right now, I need to go to Dutchess right now, and I'd get on my car and leave just to get that coffee, just because I saw it on social media. And then also, like, on Snapchat, people post on their stories like their coffee or maybe something that they bought, and then all of a sudden you want the item, you need the item. And it's honestly, social media is just taking your money, and you probably don't realize it, but it really is. And I realized that made a huge difference on like everything when it came to money. My eighth one is to use cash. Now, I do know that because of the pandemic, a lot of places aren't taking cash. My gas station is taking gas, so like in here I have my gas money. As you guys see, it's all cash. I keep this in my car because it's for my gas, but I transfer it completely to money. The only thing I do pay with credit card or debit card, I don't even have a credit card, with debit card is my phone bill. And when you know that the area doesn't accept cash, you can go to the bank and go to your ATM and deposit the money. So for my phone bill, the day before, I go to the bank and I deposit my money in there because I don't trust myself to have money in my card. Now, my food money is about $20 to $30, like for 2 weeks. And that I do deposit into my account. But like I said, I know that money is for food. So if I spend it, I know I'm not going to have any food money. So yeah, just use cash because you feel the moment that you use a card, it's like not going to hurt you. And you don't really feel it as like, oh, I'm spending money or this and that, because you're not constantly checking your account. But if you use cash, you know how much money you're giving away. You know how much money you have left. And because you're giving it away, you honestly like feel this sort of thing where you like it's almost like painful paying for something, if that makes any sense. my 9th tip is to always pay yourself first. And what I mean by that is put money in your savings. So when I budget on my paycheck, I do 50% of my paycheck is going to my cheer bill, and then 30 or 20 to 30%, kind of depends on my paycheck, 20 to 30% I put into my savings. So the first two things that I budget out of my budget is my cheer bill, or how much money I would cheer, and then my savings. And honestly, when I see my savings grow, it makes me feel a lot better, and I feel like a great person for doing so. So pay yourself first, because the moment that you like actually do something for yourself, you feel a lot more better with your money, and I think you have a healthier relationship with money. 10 is to fix it before you replace it. So a great example of this is that I was going to get a new car because my starter didn't work. I needed new tires, and I was like, I'm just getting a new car. Like, I'm so over it. Like, it doesn't have Bluetooth. It doesn't have this. I have to fix this. I have to fix that. And I was going to go ahead and buy a new car just because I didn't want to pay $50 for a starter, because I didn't want to pay this and this and that. And I think that happens a lot of times with people in cars. Like, if you have to replace two things, then they're like, I'm going to buy a new car. I'd rather go lease a car than pay money to replace this car. If it's a really good car, keep it. Like, I have a Honda Accord. It's a really good car. All I had to do was literally fix it. So that's what I did. And I'm very happy that I did that. Things around your house, if you can fix it, then go ahead and fix it. Like, you know, if you have a lamp and the light bulb just doesn't work, but you want that new lamp, so you ended up buying a new lamp, it's like, no, you should have just bought a light bulb that was $20, and not even $20. I don't even know how light bulbs cost. I'm obviously not a house person. But yeah, like, honestly, fix it before you replace it. Things with phones too. I'm actually gonna get, so if you guys see, like, my Apple Watch is like really freaking scratched, and I was just gonna go ahead and buy a new one, and then I decided, no, I could literally get this like screen fixed at Apple, and it's gonna be a lot more cheaper, and it's fine. Like, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna do that. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Put down in the comments anything that you guys relate to, or any things that you're gonna try now to just have more money and have a better relationship with money. I will see you guys next time. Bye.